Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 13. It's titled, There's Something About JoJo. Let's get started. First couple is Joanne and Sean. Joanne took her sons for a walk in the cold, in the rain, to talk about how they are feeling about her news that her and Sean are married and have been married for 2 years. They wanted to know why she didn't tell them. She told them that she was waiting for the perfect moment. That's a lie. That's a lie. She didn't want to tell anyone in case they objected. She said that, I think, in the first or second episode. She said her and Sean were happy and they wanted to keep that happy feeling for themselves without anyone objecting. That's why she didn't tell anyone. Her youngest son asked her where are they living now that she is married to Sean. She basically told them that she is moving to Ireland and they can move to Ireland if they wanted to, but it also depends on their father. The oldest son asked her if they did not want to move to Ireland, where would they live in New York? She told them that she still will have a home in New York and will come back and forth to New York. And in between their grandmother and their father, they'll have a schedule as to who's going to be watching them. She told them that Ireland is home base for her with their blessing. The oldest son told her that he would think about it. So it's up to him. It's up to her kids whether or not she moves to Ireland with her husband. I don't think that's fair to Sean to leave that up to her sons as to whether or not she moves to Ireland or not. Next, Sean talked to his daughter. She asked him if Joanne's sons are going to move to Ireland. Sean told her that he did not know. She told her father that he needs a better brain because of not telling her that he was married. Sean asked his daughter how would she feel if Joanne moved in with them. The daughter said she would be happy. He looked out there. I think the little girl wants a mommy. She told him that if he has another secret, she will not forgive him. I think that little girl has too much personality. Yeah, she has too much personality for me. Next, Noelle, this is Joanne's best friend, called Joanne's mother and wants to know why they kept their marriage a secret. Why did Sean and Joanne keep their marriage a secret? Well, she needs to ask Joanne and Sean this, not the mother. Joanne's mother asked Noelle if Joanne's sons are happy. Noelle told her that everyone is concerned because Joanne wants to move to Ireland. Next, Sean and Joanne sat down to talk and she told him that the kids come first and he agreed. How come they didn't think about this before they got married? How come they didn't think about where they were going to live, who was going to be happy, who wasn't going to be happy before they got married? Next up, James and Matilda. James and Matilda go to the immigration because James needs a visa in order to live in Indonesia. James does not think they will be able to make money with the banana chips. So he is worried about how they are going to make money. Her parents make money with the banana chips. Why can't he make money with the banana chips? James wants to start a jewelry business. James told Matilda that if they brought their dog to Indonesia, the dog would never be able to go back to the States. Matilda started to cry, then James started to cry. He said he can't even take care of a dog. How can he take care of a human? Next, Matilda took James to the market. Then they sat down to eat and talk. Matilda asked James how does he feel about living in Indonesia. He told her that he liked Indonesia and he liked the people, but their dog is still in the States and they still have a car note that they're paying in the States. James asked her what if he doesn't think he can stay in Indonesia permanently. He asked her if she would go back with him to the States. She told him if it was the last choice, maybe, but let's not make that happen. I'll give it to her. That was a good answer. So then James used guilt on her. He told her that he wanted to know if she would abandon him and the dog if things went wrong. He think he's slick. He used the word abandon just to make her feel like shit. She then throws the guilt back at him. She told him that she is not going to abandon him, but she wants to live in Indonesia. Then she told him that she is worried that he does not want to have kids at all. You see how she threw the guilt back at him? Because they weren't talking about kids. They were talking about him not being able to support her in Indonesia and moving back to the States. Now she throws in kids because she wants him to feel guilty for not wanting to have kids after he promised her and her family that he was going to give her kids. So she throws this at him to make him feel guilty because they were not talking about anything about no kids. These two are playing tennis with each other. Matilda is very manipulative. She told him that she wants to have kids before she is too old. She said she has health issues. She told him that she is scared, and then she starts to cry. These are her manipulative tactics. But James is not allowing her to manipulate him. He said to her, what if not having kids is just something I don't want to do? Matilda asked him, well, what's the purpose of being married then? James said, being with you. That's the purpose of being married. She told him that she wants a family. He asked her if we don't have a kid, would he be enough for her? More guilt. More guilt. He's throwing more guilt at her. She told him that he is enough for her, but it would be complete if they had a kid. But you know what? Maybe James can't have kids. Maybe he can't have kids. He was married before and did not have any kids. Maybe he can't have kids. Because his reasons for not having kids are dumb. But I think these two need to go their separate ways. She wants kids. He doesn't want kids, or he can't have kids. He wants to move back to the States. She doesn't want to move back to the States. They don't want the same things in life. And if they don't want the same things in life, then they need to split up. Next up, it's Josh and Lily. Not too much on Josh and Lily. Josh took Lily to a dance class. She told him that last episode, she told him that she wanted to have sex. But instead of having sex with her, he takes her to a dance class. But Lily's happy. They change clothes and they learn how to do a Chinese dance. And that was it for Josh and Lily. Josh does not want to have sex with Lily. I don't know if he's gay, straight, or just don't find her attractive. I don't know what it is, but he does not want to have sex with Lily. Last but not least, we have Corona and Ingi. Corona met up with a social media group of black Icelanders who meet up every month. I guess it's because there's few black people in Iceland, so this little black group meet up to talk and socialize and make each other feel better. But Corona's outfits are so damn dumb. In the middle of the day, she is wearing a spike collar outfit. I can't even describe it. She looks stupid. Her outfit is ridiculous. So she met up with 3 older black people. They talked about why they came to Iceland. They talked about their experiences in Iceland. They talked about learning the language. One of the ladies told Corona that it's going to take some time for her to get certified to work in Iceland. They basically told her that she needs to learn the language in order to succeed in Iceland. I could have told her that. You do not move to a country and not know the language. You know, you don't do that. Who does that? Corona and other people, other Americans. She said being James does not speak Indonesian, and he promised Matilda's parents that 5 years ago that he would learn it, and he hasn't learned jack shit. He hasn't learned anything. So a lot of Americans move to a country and don't know how to speak the language and don't plan on learning the language. She said being a midwife is the most important thing to her. No, it's not. Being with Ingy is the most important thing to her because she gave up her family, she gave up her career, she gave up her country to be with Ingy. So being a midwife is not the most important thing to you. Being with Ingy is the most important thing to you. Next, Corona went to speak to the program director at a midwifery school to see how she can get into the program. The director told her that she needs to have a bachelor's of nursing and a nursing license in Ireland. She would need to speak or read the Icelandic language because all the courses are taught in Icelandic. Bottom line, she needs to learn the language. I don't see what the problem is, though. She can get Inge to teach her the language. Corona said she has been studying the language for a year. I don't think she has been studying the language consecutively, because if so, she would be fluent by now. She then found out that she missed the application date for the midwifery program. And for someone who seems so smart, she did absolutely no research before coming to Iceland. None at all. She should have found out everything she needed in order to apply for the program. She should have found out what she needed in order to apply. She didn't do that. She should have found out the deadline for the application. She didn't do that. She did nothing. Now, since she missed the deadline to apply for the program, she has to wait 2.5 years before she can apply. Well, in 2.5 years, she can learn the language. That was the end of the episode. This is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.